Nipsey Hussle is one of the most respected fallen legends of hip-hop, but in the world of gangbanging, nothing is off limits. A member of the Inglewood family gangsta bloods named Baby Capone recently vandalized a mural of the late rapper, and not long after, his homie was shot and killed while they were talking on IG Live. There are a few rumors as to why he was hit, but many have speculated that it may have had something to do with the mural. Let's take a closer look at this wild story. On July 8th, Zarrell Rivera, better known on social media as Indian Red Boy, or just Indian Red, was shot and killed while sitting in his car on Chadron Ave in the Hawthorne neighborhood of Los Angeles. Police arrived at the scene around 4:10 p.m. and found Red slumped in the front seat of the car, suffering from multiple gunshot wounds.
Jeff and Susie, we're off of Chandran Avenue in the city of Hawthorne, and you can see Hawthorne PD. They are wrapping up their investigation. They're still taking some photographs. We watched the coroner just wheel the body away. It is a male in his 20s that was shot and killed inside this car. There are a lot of bullet holes inside that windshield. We zoomed in earlier and saw that. So they responded earlier this evening to reports of a man who was shot in the face and died at the scene. So again, coroners just wrapped up their investigation.
After a brief investigation of the scene, police were able to determine that it had been a walk-up shooting and was likely gang-related. Red was a member of the Inglewood family gangsta bloods and had beef with several different gangs in the city. At the time he was killed, Red was on live with another Inglewood family gangsta blood member named Baby Capone. The video later leaked to the internet and has made its way around social media. It's too graphic to post on YouTube, but in the video, Red is smiling and laughing with his friend 1 minute, and the next he's gasping for air. Based on the number of gunshots heard in the background, it's been estimated that he was shot around 12 times. While still on live, Capone asks him where he is, and Red struggles to say the word Hawthorne before passing away. There are several theories floating around to explain why Indian Red was killed. Red wasn't always part of IFG. Originally, he was part of the Hollywood Power Rules from Compton, but decided to switch sets and start repping Inglewood family. It's not clear why he made the change, but according to rumors, he left on bad terms with his own people, and they ended up taking him out for switching sides. Another popular theory is that the death was payback from the Rolling 60s after his boy Capone vandalized the Nipsey Hussle Mural in South Central. There are several paintings of the beloved rapper all around LA, specifically in the area around his Marathon clothing store at the intersection of Slauson and Crenshaw. A few months ago, Capone went viral on WorldStar for scribbling all over one of these murals with red spray paint. Capone even went as far as writing his name and posing in front of the mural throwing up a gang sign. For those who don't know, Nipsey was a member of the Rolling 60s Crips who have been beefing with the Inglewood family gangsta bloods for over 40 years. Word on the streets is that a month before all this happened, a group of Rolling 60s went to the memorial of an IFG member and kicked over the candles in disrespect. So Capone was in their hood looking for revenge and went after one of the most beloved members of that gang, Nipsey Hussle. This is an unconfirmed rumor, but would explain why he took it to such an extreme. There's also definitely an element of clout chasing, but when someone disses the dead, they better watch out. But Nipsey wasn't just a regular gang member. He was a respected rapper and community activist who used his platform and position to bring the gangs together and try to stop violence. Unfortunately, Nipsey was murdered by Rolling 60s member Eric Holder, aka Shitty Cuz, back on March 31st, 2019. Nip allegedly told Holder that he couldn't hang around the store anymore because there were rumors that he had snitched. Feeling disrespected, Holder went and got his gun, then murdered Nipsey right in front of his own store. After his death, Nipsey became an icon for all the work he had done in the community. Outside of rap, he owned several other businesses, including his store, a talent agency called Marathon Agency, and a co-working space and entrepreneur incubator called Vector 90. He was also known for his community activism and used his platform to uplift his people through different charities and business opportunities. So despite being a Rolling 60s Crip, Nipsey was still a figure who was loved and respected by both Bloods and Crips across the city. Many saw the vandalism of the mural as bigger than two rival gangs beefing. It was a declaration of war against anyone who respected Nipsey Hussle's memory, which includes Crips and Bloods all over LA. Nipsey's friend Cowboy quickly took to social media after the vandalism to call out Capone and the other Bloods for what they had done to the mural. He said that disrespecting the dead like that was some weirdo and that his own homie should beat him up and teach him a lesson. He says there are a lot of Inglewood Bloods that have mad love for Nip, and there's no way they would co-sign that kind of behavior.
I know Inglewood ain't condoning this You feel me? Many in Inglewood love my nigga Nip. You feel me? A lot of Inglewood love my nigga Nip. You feel me? So Capone, you got an issue coming. Your own homies gonna beat the brakes off of you. You feel me? Cause you got homies that love Nip, and you gonna come over here and put this Baby Capone. All right, I bet you gonna change your name today, nigga. I bet you that, nigga. Y'all need to beat that nigga right now before the homies mount up and come do some dumb to y'all behind this dumb. You feel me?
Capone followed up by telling Cowboy to hop off his and flashed a gun to show that he isn't scared. He also laughed about the vandalism on IG Live and said that according to his father, who was an OG blood, Cowboy was a buster back in the day.
Y'all can hop off my with y'all mad asses. Yeah, try it. My dad said he came up with blood. He said he knew blood. He was like, I'm glad you wasn't. He said, I'm glad you not nothing else. I'm glad you a Capone because I don't want nobody calling me saying nothing. He said that the nigga with the cowboy hat was a buster back in the days. On the dead
God. Everybody be saying that shit.
He said blood was a buster back in the days.
That nigga was a yeah.
So he clearly wasn't intimidated by all the talk online. That's when Indian Red joined in to back up his homie and appeared in a video with Capone and other members of IFG dissing the Rolling 60s. They doubled down on the disrespect and showed they were not scared of the smoke. Not long after, Indian Red would be shot and killed, leaving many to believe that it was because he co-signed the disrespect of the Nipsey Hussle mural. Even though he wasn't the one who actually vandalized it, he involved himself in the beef by appearing in the video afterward. They probably wanted to get Capone too, but maybe they just got to Indian Red first and took him out to send a message. After Indian Red was killed, Capone dropped the trolling and went on social media to mourn the loss. In a post, he wrote, "I'm sick, blood. I just watched my homie die right before my eyes." And another saying, "If any of the media pages post my homie on live, report them on IFG." His brother also went on social media to shed some light on the situation, claiming that Indian Red was set up by 3 men and a female. He posted a slide to his IG saying, "I love you, brother. Rest in peace. Fly high, my little bro. That and them 3 gonna get theirs." He also followed up with a video where he calls the men who allegedly set his brother up a bunch of. At this point, it seems like either story could be true. If Indian Red really switched sides and went against his old hood, they might have set him up. Or maybe it was just a simple payback hit for the mural tag and all the disrespect that followed. Either way, it seems like dissing the dead, especially someone as loved as Nipsey Hussle, is just digging your own grave. Famous troll 6ix9ine was cutting it close by paying respects at the same Nipsey Hussle mural that Indian Red and Capone vandalized. Although 6ix9ine didn't take it as far as they did, it still resulted in an immediate backlash and didn't gain him the kind of attention he was after. Some have even made the claim that the disrespect of Nipsey is what got 6ix9ine blackballed in the industry for good because he'd finally taken his trolling a step too far. Whatever the motive behind Indian Red's murder was, hopefully this will be a lesson to leave the dead alone, even if they're ops. That kind of energy always finds a way to come back around. Rest in peace to Indian Red. It's a tragic situation, and even worse that his friend had to watch the whole thing happen on IG Live. When you live in that gangster life, you have to be on guard 24/7, or you could be caught lacking at any second.